In this video, I will show you how to fix an HP Compaq LA2405wg monitor that has a bad backlight power supply. If you can turn on the monitor and get a power light, but only see a faint image on the screen, this video will show you how to fix it. First, take a Phillips screwdriver and remove the stand. Take a small flathead screwdriver and wedge it in between the front and back bezel. Use your fingers to pry up on the front bezel as you work your way around the bezel. To release the tabs, you need to pry out on the bottom bezel. Flip the front bezel over and remove the screws holding down the front panel buttons. Disconnect the connector. Turn the monitor over and pull off the back. Remove the two backlight connectors. Just push down the tab and pull out. Remove the USB hub connector. Remove the side screws on each corner. Remove the video cable. You will have to use a small screwdriver to pry loose the sticky tape that is under the connector. Just pinch and pull. Lift off the back of the unit. Remove this screw on the back. Remove the two screws next to the power connector. Remove the 4 screws holding down the power supply. Watch out for the white heatsink compound. The 2 diodes here seem to have darkened the board. I tested them and they seem to be okay. These are the 2 capacitors we need to remove. Notice how they are bloated at the top. Remove the glue the best you can. Here is the back side of the two capacitors we will be removing. Take your soldering iron and some solder to reflow the leads. Take a solder sucker and suck up the solder. This should get most of it. Use a small screwdriver to bend up the leads while heating them. It will make it easier to remove the capacitors. Pull up on the capacitors while heating them up. You may have to go back with the solder sucker. You might also try solder wick if you have some. They should just pull right out. Clean up the solder pads for the new capacitor installation. The capacitors are 680 microfarads and 35 volts. I ordered 25 of these from Mouser. They have the same specs but have a 10,000 hour life. You can get cheaper ones, but they are only a few cents cheaper. Not worth it if you want this fix to last. HP most likely went with a cheaper 2,000 hour life capacitor, and that's why they failed. Spread out the leads and make note of the negative side of the capacitor. Put the negative side on the white side of the picture that is on the board. Spread out the leads so the capacitor will not drop through when you start soldering. Solder the leads. Clip off the excess leads close to the board. Flip the board over and do the same thing for the next capacitor. You do not need to glue them back in place, but you can if you want. Put the board back in and install the 4 screws. Install the 2 screws next to the power connector. Install the screw on the back. Get your LCD and put the power supply back on. Feed the backlight connectors through the holes. Install the 4 corner screws. Install the USB hub connectors. Install the 2 backlight connectors. Install the monitor connector. Just slide it in until it latches in place. Place the LCD back into the back bezel. Make sure to get the front panel connector out. Reconnect the connector to the board and reinstall the screws. Press down on all sides, snapping the front bezel in place. Reattach the stand. plug in the monitor, and turn it on. That's it! You're all done.